Down in the deepest part of the basement, where no light can reach, is a door. The door leads to the Gamer Zone. Hello, welcome to the Gamer Zone podcast. I actually turned on my mic this time. I am co-hosting.
Keep that in, people care.
I'm co-hosting with Lasagna here. He's been a regular on this channel for
That's me.
a good while.
Yes, I've been a very big regular. The first time we did this, apparently I wasn't. But now that I said something, I'm currently a regular on his channel.
And he's co-hosting with me.
Yes, and this is the Gamer Zone.
It's my channel, but you know.
But it's
whatever.
It's my channel.
Sure. Welcome to the Gamer Zone podcast. I hope you got your Fiesta-sized bags of Takis. I hope you have your Mountain Dew slushies, and let's game. Alright. So, we're skipping the whole
People are gonna eat that up. People love that.
So goofy, alright?
He wrote that down, by the way. Everybody was listening. He wrote that down.
I didn't write it.
Fiesta-sized Taki bags and Mountain Dew is the way to go with this one.
I didn't write it down, but I did keep it mentally in my mind.
You memorized it?
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Whatever.
Said that over and over in your head.
So the gameplay in the background is of Batman Arkham Knight. The gameplay sucks because I haven't played the game in a while.
Yes,
it's on New Game Plus, by the way.
The that are watching are going to be very entertained.
It's on New Game Plus, by the way. Any Whizzle.
What? New Game Plus?
Yeah, you don't know what that is? How are you on the Gamer Zone podcast and you don't know what New Game Plus is?
I don't even... is that Xbox subscription type deal?
No, New Game Plus means you replay the game, but you have all the stuff you unlocked. Is what New Game Plus is, basically.
So you're replaying the game?
Yeah, but I have all the stuff already unlocked. So it's kind of easier.
Why is that even a fucking term? That is the most retarded term.
Look, man. Alright.
It makes no sense. No, New Game Plus. First of all, it's not a new game.
Yeah,
okay, I can kind of... Okay, I'm starting to see it. But anyways, let's just go on with whatever the fuck you're saying.
Alright, so I think it'll be fun if we talk about your Walmart adventure as Steven. If you remember such an event.
Oh, man.
So let's have the whole... Let's do the whole backstory behind that.
So, this whole Steven gig, let's just start with how Steven started out.
Yeah.
Steven was manufactured between Courtney and I to be this very trendy and topical character. It was very deep, and he also loved anime, and he never saw the sun before.
He follows a very strict triple F rule.
Yes. Would you like to recite that for us, Courtney, the memorizer?
I would love to. Hold on, let me get a piece of paper here.
Oh.
Alright.
There we go, yeah.
Face, feet, and facts. Right there.
That's right. Steven abided to the rules of, facts were the most important part of his life, along with facial features of the women he, let's just say he...
Enjoyed, I guess.
Enjoyed, yes, and feet was the most second important part of any gender.
It's
kind of like when a dog sniffs another dog, the first thing he looks for is the feet.
What's the point of having a hot girlfriend if her feet are ugly? And what's the point of having good feet if the girl is ugly?
Yeah, amen. That's somewhere in the Bible, I think, actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's John 16 or something, yeah.
Yeah. Probably Stephen 12, if you ask me, 12, 13.
Probably. That sounds very accurate.
So Steven was this character we made up, and I think, he did water reviews and food reviews. If you're able to, you could probably throw up a little title card linking to those videos.
There's one
Um,
video of him for sure that's uploaded.
yeah,
It's
there was
called
a lot of
Steven
drafts, but
Reviews.
there wasn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
there wasn't a lot of
Steven
actual
Reviews
material.
website is the first and last time we see the man.
Yeah, unfortunately. And then I
Unfortunately.
went to boot camp, and then QWERTY assumed the title of being Steven,
You
and I
gave
think
me the title,
yes.
and it was fun. You know, I had fun with it, but unfortunately, I had to delete that account for reasons I will not specify. We then decide
All right. Yes. Anyways, so
we watched a
I
movie.
decided it would be a grandiose idea because when it comes to like ideas, I love going above and beyond. You know, I love having
Yeah,
the magnum opus. You know, always
nice.
there. And my magnum opus was me that I was gonna go into a Walmart, and I had long hair at this time. I had a ponytail on.
Hmm.
Um, because I was able to pull my hair back, and I had 80s glasses that were actually my prescription, so I could see through them.
He
Like
looked
the
like Jeffrey Dahmer. That's his name. He had Jeffrey
Jeff-
Dahmer glasses.
yeah, I did have Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. So, anyways, I went into Walmart and I was recording almost the entire time. Actually, I actually most recently deleted the video,
Hmm.
um, because it was about 10 minutes long and it was nothing but me walking around Walmart chasing people away. Like it's so I would have to say one of the high points is I was in there for about like 5-10 minutes. You know, I'm trying to find people that look like they would talk to me, right?
Yeah.
Like they didn't seem like they would call the police on me right away. Like I'm not gonna go up to some 40-year-old middle-aged woman that is wearing like a Christian necklace. I'm not
And you're
gonna do
like,
that
hey,
with
do you
Steven.
like My
Steven
Little
is
Pony?
yeah, yeah.
No.
Steven is scared of religion. He is an atheist. So I was looking for like
Classic.
more of like the regular like TikTok interview type people. So I was looking for like some
Millennials.
dudes around my age or like
Hmm.
a group of girls, right? But there was
Yeah.
this one Asian girl that I thought, oh, she would probably do this. I don't know. She probably would have thought it was funny, and I was trying to like set up a situation where I'm like coming at her and like trying to like talk to her. Um, so
Oh.
yeah, I tried to like set up like some sort of calculation where we could like bump into each other and on my phone, and then I'm not just gonna be chasing after her. Well, I think she got scared of me because
Mhm.
after a while it did become to me just following her around and like just because I mean I was far away from her. It's not like I was like a few footsteps away. Like I was trying to predict where she was going, and she would look at me and then go the opposite way, and she looked like she was scared of me, and I didn't really realize it was this bad until like I got into my car, and I'm like, holy fuck, maybe she thought I was gonna like capture her or something. But yeah, so I did chase her around a little bit, like in totality. Like I wasn't just following her for like 10 fucking minutes or anything, but yeah, I that was one of my attempts,
God, that's so
and
freaking
after
weird.
that like I lost her. I wasn't able to find her anymore. I'm like, well, I'm just
Yeah,
following this fucking Asian girl around.
she
I'm
used
not
her
trying to like,
ancient Asian magic to disappear.
yeah, something like that. She used fucking Panda versus Alien powers and was able to disappear to thin
Yeah.
goddamn air. I swear to God, she climbed into one of those shelves to hide from me or something. I don't I don't even know. But
Wow.
yeah, after like 5 minutes of trying to get myself to like, I don't know, try to talk to her, um, I just moved on. At that point, my morale was pretty low because I'm this fucking Jeffrey Dahmer looking guy in the store recording things, Like, it's not the most, like, I want to talk to this guy
Oh.
type of scene. So, eventually I was able to talk to a group of, well, I was able to talk to this mother and her daughter, and then the
You
father
talked to
was
people?
there.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
I
you did
did.
that. What was it like?
But no, they didn't talk to me. I said, "Excuse me, can I ask you a few questions?" Uh, And I was like, I said that in a normal voice, so that way I
Mhm.
could like put on the act, like after they consented to like me recording them and stuff. Um,
Yeah.
and I was like, I just got to get something out of these people, right?
Mhm.
I was like, I'm not gonna drive to Walmart just for no fucking like material. I
Right.
got to. So I was like, "Excuse me, ma'am. Can I talk to you, or like, can I ask you a few questions, something like that?" And she looked at me, and she ignored me. And then she like, her daughter was about to talk, and she like grabbed her
Wow.
daughter. And the father just looked at me, and then I was like, it was like the type
Wow.
of vibe where I'm like, these people don't want me to be around them, and I can sense that. So I just
Yeah.
walked away. That was really awkward. I
Wow.
felt like an actual like My Little Pony enthusiast because it was so like I don't want to deal with this human being type of deal. So anyways,
Oh.
you know I bought like fucking peanut M&Ms and I left, and I walked to my truck and I'm like, man, this was
You're
kind of a
defeated.
dud. And then I look across from me, and there's these two dudes in this like truck that's lifted, and they're laughing at me. Like I could tell that they're laughing at me because they're both staring at me. I mean, not like staring and like open mouth laughing, but they're definitely like making jokes at me. Like I was in a ponytail and a fucking like if I could, I looked like the Reddit equivalent of what you would imagine a Jeffrey Dahmer Redditor would look like. I seriously pulled it
Oh,
off, you know. But
you're a man
yeah,
of
and then after
talent.
that, they were making fun of me. I'm just like, whatever. I went home. I wasn't like too bummed about it. You know what I mean? Like I still had fun chasing the Asian woman around and stuff. At the end of the day, I got to play video games, so
Yeah.
it wasn't too awful.
Nah. Well, what a tale.
Yeah, it's certainly a tall tale. Um,
The reason why we had him, why he decided to interview people at Walmart was because we were going to watch the new My Little Pony movie, and we planned for Steven to make a review of said movie. And we wanted to like make sure that the review was factually accurate. Because Steven believes in facts and we didn't want to make up lies or anything like that.
no,
So
never.
watch that movie is a nice way of putting it. We sat through the movie. At least I sat through it.
I tolerated the movie.
Yeah.
Wait, we're talking the My Little Pony movie, right?
Yeah.
No, I watched that movie.
I will say there was only one character that I liked in that movie. Other than that, it was all just nothing.
Can't even remember the characters.
Uh, no. Now, when I brought this up to a good old lasagna here, he didn't believe me. He refused to believe me. I told him that Donald Trump was in the Little Rascals. He called me a liar. He called me a pea-face, and I said, you know what? You can call me a liar. You can make fun of me for eating Takis. You can break into my house. You can steal my dog. You can sue me. You can make me pay child support. But I will say that Donald Trump was in the Little Rascals. I will not change my mind on that. And Donald Trump was in the Little Rascals.
No, but pretty much what happened was I just refused to believe that Donald Trump, you know, one of our presidents, was in so many of these terrible fucking movies.
Uh-huh.
And I was disappointed to find out that I was wrong. That Donald Trump was indeed, in fact, in a bunch of movies. Like even what is it? Home Alone.
Oh, yeah, Home
I never
Alone
even
2.
noticed that Donald Trump was in Home Alone until QWERTY just fucking spawned him into the movie.
Yeah, apparently.
We were.
Apparently I'm magic or something.
He is. Because I don't recall any of these movies having Donald Trump in them. And I think it's because Donald Trump only appears for a fucking like split second, like some fucking Slender Man character. But like QWERTY up literally just magically poofed that motherfucker in there, and I became wrong. I was convinced that Donald Trump wasn't inside of like 62 billion fucking movies until QWERTY up just searched it up.
Okay, I remember seeing Donald Trump being in Home Alone in like a video or something, like a Watch Mojo video. But I distinctly remember rewatching The Little Rascals like years ago, and I was like, oh, that's Donald Trump in that movie. That's so weird. There's another person it's really funny. I know that he got really annoyed with this one. Nicolas Cage being in a FNAF movie. That one is a doozy. Would you like to explain to him how stupid that is?
So QWERTY came to me and he said, "Hey man, would you believe me if Nicolas Cage was in a indie FNAF movie?" I said, "No, there's no goddamn way." Turns out Nicolas Cage was indeed in an indie FNAF movie. I was wrong again, because, like I said, QWERTY spawns fucking actors or famous people into movies that they shouldn't even be in. Now, Nicolas Cage, I don't feel like he gets enough respect. You know, I think he's a great actor, and Nicolas Cage has no fucking respect for himself. Nicolas Cage should not be in any sort of FNAF movie. Now, if Neil deGrasse Tyson was in a FNAF movie, I could see that. You know, that motherfucker could. I think it makes more sense for Neil deGrasse Tyson to be in a FNAF movie than it does Nicolas Cage to be in a FNAF movie.
I mean, I guess.
Changed my mind.
I guess
you
you're
mean
right.
you
Like,
guess? You just haven't done enough goddamn research.
You'd be like a robotic inventor guy. I get it, but
I bet you don't even know that fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson likes FNAF. You didn't know that, did you?
No.
That's right. Because I'm a fucking expert on everything that isn't an actor being in a movie that wasn't actually being there.
It's kind of weird to imagine Nicolas Cage waiting for Markiplier's next FNAF Let's Play, kicking his feet in the air on his phone. I don't know.
I think Nicolas Cage just kind of saw the $sign and then heard what the movie's about. And he's like, "Oh, that sounds new. I'll jump on it." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Nicolas Cage has been nothing but on like a new genre movie spree. Like he really hasn't been doing a lot of like what should I say, like trendy type movies. I think Nicolas Cage, his next movie should be a Joker movie, and he should play the Joker.
Yeah, and then
that would be some.
He'll just be quiet the whole time and drink soda cans, like in Willy's Wonderland. And Batman shows up like, Joker, what are you doing, Joker? And he's like,
that would be funny. I think that would be funny.
Well, I think that's a good conclusion. Let's do the now we got childhood stories. But wait,
yeah, they say that all the time in podcasts. I think that's a good.
I guess that's a fine end for that part.
Yeah, anyways, on to the next subject.
Okay.
Alright, Corey, let's see what shit you gotta spew out.
Well, okay, the reason why it's like that is because I wrote these down so it wouldn't be dead air or anything. So next we got some childhood stories.
At least you're trying. Alright, childhood stories, go QWERTY.
I got one. It was a spooky ghost encounter. Years ago, I think I might have told you this one, but many years ago, I was playing a Toy Story 3 game one night, alright? And I was like playing as Woody. I'm like, man, I'm having fun. And then, for whatever reason, I decided to turn around behind me, and I see like a shadow doing like freaking Fortnite dances or something. And, you know, I get scared and I run away, and there's like a bed in the living room or something. It's from my memory, and then I jump on that bed, trying to like hide from the monster, and I see the monster down the hallway doing ooga booga dances. That's basically the end of the story.
I feel like this podcast would be amazing for a certain group of people. If I were out of this podcast, I feel like it would be great for like schizophrenic people. It's just you talking about like these terrible interactions that you've had that are so poorly story driven. I'm not great at telling stories, but I could fall asleep listening to one of your stories. Fucking
Well,
grandpa's old divorce story over here.
maybe people want to fall asleep. What about that, huh?
Oh, maybe
That's like
people
one of
are
the
going to
reasons.
fucking sleep for a long time after listening to this one.
That's one of the reasons why people listen to podcasts sometimes is sleep. Especially with my soothing, southern, soft, buttery voice, so I've been told. A lot of people compliment my voice, and it's kind of gay, honestly. Like, I'll be playing Call of Duty or something, and someone's like, yeah, you're gay. I'm like, you're gay back. And they're like, bro, your voice makes me gay. I'm like, dude, that's an over-exaggeration, but you get my point, I'm sure.
Never heard anybody compliment your voice, but I'm sure it's
You have.
happened.
It happens all the time. Not all the time, but it happens
Why
often.
isn't my voice complimented? I don't understand. My voice is quite cute. I would prefer somebody to say that they would go gay over my voice, but you know, QWERTY over here with his fucking. If somebody didn't understand English, that's what you would sound to them.
Ooh. Oh boy. Do you have any cool childhood stories?
Childhood stories?
Yeah.
So I have a lot of childhood stories, but it's hard for me just to pull one out of my ass like you did. Fucking Fortnite ghost. I mean, I have like a ghost story, but it isn't like really that story driven at all. It's just something that happened.
Okay.
But I'll just play it. Anyway, so this is probably around when I was like 8 or 9. When I was that young, I was at my father's house. My parents got divorced when I was young. So I was at my father's house for the weekend. And, you know, it was around bedtime and my dad tucked me into bed. Yes, I got tucked into bed, bitch. I was in bed and, you know, little young me loves to do one thing at night. You know what that is?
What's that?
That is going to the kitchen and eating the icing, the chocolate icing that we have in the top cupboard downstairs.
Uh-huh.
Because my room was upstairs, so I went downstairs and all the lights are off, right? You know, I'm not this fucking adult man who can turn on lights. So, you know, I'm crawling through the mysterious night here downstairs, going up to the cabinet to get my icing fix. And I open the icing jar and I'm scooping some icing into my mouth. I'm like, all right, I'm done. I close it, and then I hear this noise of like somebody walking, but it's completely like nighttime. Like I waited a long time in bed, you know. So I hear this creaking noise. I'm like, huh. Must be the dog, right? You know, I'm a rational 8-year-old boy. I don't think somebody's gonna come in the house and just rape me. So I got a little spooked by like the creaking noise, but it's cool or whatever, you know. So I go upstairs. I'm walking upstairs, and I felt like my hands on the railing, and I felt the railing move, like somebody is like grabbed onto it, right? Does that make sense? Like I'm further up the stairs.
Vibrate?
I felt the rail. Yeah.
Okay.
So this spooked me, and I ran into my room, and I like instantly got in my bed, and I thought, oh, it was my dad who saw me or something. Didn't say anything, and then, you know, there's this window at the end of the hallway where the stairs go up, and I can see that hallway, with like shadows and stuff and all that, but I just saw this shadow creep along the hallway wall of just like this really weird small figure. It was like almost like a big head and like a small figure, and it just floated by my door. And I was like, that's not my dad, and that's not my dog. What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
So the next morning, like I was like scared to the fucking bone, by the way. I was scared. I didn't fall asleep for a long time, remember that night. But anyways, the next morning, I talked to my dad and I was like, hey, did you see me last night? And he's like, no, I went to bed right away. And that's the spooky.
Ooh, thunder's.
Yeah, I grabbed my fucking 18-inch revolver and I shot the goddamn alien that was in my house. And then Donald Trump arrived.
Oh,
He
was it
gave me
Donald
the
Trump or
Nobel
was it his
Prize.
clone?
It was probably his clone.
So, recently we've discovered a movie called Donald Trump versus Illuminati. And there is a pretty famous scene in that movie that we both enjoy quite a bit. It's when Donald Trump talks to this alien on Mars. And then she's like, I see you made a life here on this planet. And he's like, if that's what you call it, who are you? It was just a really stupid scene. Like, the entire movie is basically just like reuse of clips and animations.
Yeah. Oh man, I fucking love that movie so much. I could actually watch that movie if it was in like 5-minute intervals. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't be able to take more than like, I don't know, 30 minutes of that movie before
Yeah,
I
because
start like.
we gave up after
Yeah, we
watching.
gave up watching. Like the movie was so hard to watch. We had to stop watching it. It was certainly inspiring though.
Oh yeah, something. Yeah, I'm sure it was.
One thing I don't know is if it was satire or not.
That is tricky. That's
Because there's some things that really teeter-totter upon the line of like, is this satire or no?
I think we need to funny it up around here. So
Great idea.
how about, and we're at the halfway minute mark. We're halfway done with this episode. My bad. So how about we make a little anime roleplay between us?
No, I think this is actually the end of the podcast.
What's the anime? The anime is gonna be called The Girl Upstairs. Or it's a high school.
You don't have anything else on this piece of paper that you've been working on for like 3 goddamn fucking weeks. It's almost been a month that you've been working on this podcast idea. And after like 3 topics, then you're like, alright, let's do an anime roleplay. Dude, you gotta be fucking kidding me. There ain't no way.
It's just gonna look. We just need to break things up a bit, all right?
No, this gotta be just something for you, man. You're getting something out of this, and I'm not digging it.
I'm getting humor out of this. Okay.
I don't think that's just it. Pretty Up has a My City Monster edition. Let me break this fucking news on the world. Pretty Up has a My City Monsters addiction. He got like 1,000 fucking hours in the game.
100
and
hours.
I'm 100% convinced that this game is like some fucking undercover porn game too, because you're breeding these monsters all the time. You put them on a giant rock and they just sing. You know, that gotta be some sort of fantasy for some sick weirdos like this guy.
It's just a
Convinced you
game
jerked off to one of them.
It's just a game to idle behind. That's all it is. It's just turn it on, breed
Such
the
a good
monsters,
idling
collect
game
the
when
coins, get
the
gems.
entire game is about them making fucking noise. Why would you want to play an idle game that just is loud all the time?
I don't like have it idle. I don't just have it up. You know, I just do everything I need to do for the day, and then shut it off and just let time pass.
See, that's like every other idle game, though. I don't know why it has to be the worst fucking idle game in the world for you to enjoy it. And here's the reason why. It's because you get a sick fucking twisted get out of it.
I like
You're a
I like some of
goddamn
the
weirdo.
songs. I like some of the songs.
Oh, you like some of the songs.
Yeah. Plant Island is good. Cold Island is good. Pretty much most of the
Okay,
base element
let me
islands
ask
are
you the
good.
question then. Why do you
What?
have to play the game to enjoy the music?
Because okay.
Why not just watch YouTube videos?
Well, I've watched them many times. But like, why would I watch videos when I can have my own? You know, maybe I don't like how this person set up their island, so I want to set up mine better.
So
Yeah,
you invest 1,000 hours in the game.
100 hours. And yes, I invest 100 hours to even reach close enough to how other players have had set their islands. Like
Nobody should be playing My Singing Monsters that long. Nobody, ever. It's just a terrible game.
Speaking of My Singing Monsters, I decided to pull a little prank on the lasagna over here.
I knew that we were gonna fucking talk about this. Alright, here we go.
So, he was making fun of me for liking My Singing Monsters, and then I was telling him that like the promotional videos are really cringe, because they're just like,
yeah, they're fucking awful. It's
they're
like, I swear to God, the fucking animators go on like an acid trip, and it's like, let's make the most puzzling shit ever. There's like monsters in a castle, and then they fell into a dream world, and they're on this cloud, and then they visited like more monsters, and they made noise, and then they came back from this fucking acid trip, and then they went on more clouds, and then they sung some more, and then the video ended. And then it's like, My Singing Monsters, season 22.
We're talking about the new Mythical Island trailer.
Oh yeah, the Mythical Island trailer.
Yeah. I sent him a short from the official My Singing Monsters YouTube, and it was like some guy, and he's like, "Oh, this is what My Singing Monsters is gonna be like now. Whoa!" And by the way, this is completely made up. Like, this is like just a joke, just like a parody. It isn't supposed to be taken like as an actual allegation or anything like that. But I basically told Lasagna over here, I told him that that dude was convicted as a like he got in trouble for sexual harassment in the workplace.
Yeah, and I was like, I believed it. I actually believed it because it, like, I don't know why, but I feel like QWERTY is like a good enough friend for me to trust him, right? And this isn't the first time he's pulled some fucking dumbass prank on me like this. Like, I just keep on accidentally trusting him when he gives me information. So, anyways, I was like, no way. And then he sent me this video, and I wasn't able to watch the video, but I believed him because this video looked like an actual news article. But in reality, it was actually just something he posted on this stupid fucking like new YouTube account. And I wasn't able to like see this YouTube account. I only saw like the thumbnail and the title. I was like, oh, it probably came from some like reliable news source or something. Anyways,
the title were like, the title was just like a stock photo of like two guys in a courtroom, and the title was like, My Singing Monster dev proven guilty in court. It's like it's that.
I believed it, and I don't know how the conversation went, but then you said something about it. You called me an idiot. And I'm like, what do you mean?
The actual video, the video that I sent him was just me walking up to the camera and being like, "Durr, my name's Lasagna and I'm retarded, durr." It was stupid. What a buffoon.
It was sad when I actually watched it. I was like, you got me. You got me.
Okay.
Let me just say, let me give you all the stories because here's one of my favorite stories. So I'm on this family plan with one of my mom's friends, yeah, and so it's time for me to upgrade my phone, right? And you know, I'm super stoked. I'm like, cool, I'm gonna get a new phone. You know, I'm gonna get something like pretty cool. You know, I'm not gonna get no fucking iPhone 22 Plus, but I'm gonna get something better than my iPhone 8 Plus. So I go in and they're like, "Oh, cool, it's time for your upgrade." So my upgrade, they showed me like this dank little dark room in the back of the fucking Apple store, and they're like, "Pick your upgrade."
Yeah, that's where the gate. That's
And
where the
my
geeks hang
upgrade
out.
choices was an iPhone 8, an iPhone 7, and an iPhone 8. Those were my
Now,
3 choices. Now, previously, my current phone was an iPhone 8 Plus. I want you
what an
to
upgrade.
please tell me where the fucking upgrade is in that. There is no goddamn upgrade.
Well, maybe one of
It's
them
like
has a headphone
you
jack.
killing a fucking child and you're saying, I upgraded it in court. It doesn't make any sense. There's no upgrade behind that.
Now, I'm only just a filthy Android user, and my phone has like 1 trillion viruses
That's
on
right.
it. But I understand how stupid of a situation that would be. I just know that like the higher numbers and the plus equals better. So, like if you got like an iPhone 9 minus, I'm sure you would have been fine with that or something. Because at least it would have been an upgrade.
It would have been.
Yeah.
Anything really would have been an upgrade, but I didn't get that. At least I have my phone paid off, and that's it. You know, I feel like this isn't public knowledge, so I kind of want to put it out there. You know, about 2 years ago, Cordy and I actually met on a game called World War II.
World
No,
War
World War
III.
III. Yeah. I gotta say, I was like, I didn't really play video games with anybody until I met Cordy. He was probably one of like the only people I really played with.
Yeah, the same goes for you, because like, especially only on PC games, it would either just be like my friends from like cross-platform games. Would basically be
Yeah,
it.
it's yeah, it was pretty weird how well like Cordy and I like just kind of connected, because as soon as like we started talking, I was like, "Hey, can I get your Discord?" It was almost like a romance, you know. We had some
It was
sort
a
of romance going
bromance.
on. Yeah, it was. And then Cordy started fantasizing about matching monsters, and I realized he didn't have anything for me. But you know, it all ended as a silly little gaff. But yeah,
It
like
worked out.
we were just playing games and we ended up in each other's squad, and I was like, we
Mhm.
instantly became friends after that, pretty
Yeah.
much.
He broke the silence, and he was like, "Hey man, you got a mic?" I'm like, "Oh, I have a mic. I should probably let him know I have a mic." Yeah, man, how's it going? It wasn't exactly like that, but something like that.
Yeah, it was something similar. And then I realized Qwerty had a YouTube channel, and I always loved the idea of like having YouTube channels, but I wasn't experienced enough, and you know, I already had like a career kind of going for me, so it wasn't something I was gonna full time like invest my time in. Unlike
Yep.
this man who got his entire goddamn fucking life in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
I've sold my life to the fucking government through a contract.
Yeah, what was that worth? $50 a year or something? No, that's
No,
not like...
$25 and a pack of gum, man.
Alright, okay, who's gonna be the girl upstairs and who's gonna be the guy?
I'll be the guy, cause
Okay.
yeah.
Alright, so you're sitting there. I'll be the narrator too. Alright, it has the cicada sounds because every anime has to have a cicada sound. I don't know. And then, oh, hold on. I've gotten a new image. Dude. Okay, guys, viewers, and audience.
You're gonna have to edit these in. You're definitely gonna have to edit these in.
Audience, I am a hater of memes. Memes are my least favorite thing ever invented. But this man somehow invented memes that made me enjoy them. I might reel. Okay. That's alright, so it's classroom, you're sitting in your classroom and you're thinking to yourself, go, action.
Wait, what?
You're
sorry,
thinking about the girl upstairs. Action.
I was thinking about the girl.
Yeah.
Man, I sure do love those angels that live in heaven. Because that's what QWERTY's referring to, I'm pretty
No,
sure.
I meant the girl upstairs, like the girl in the upstairs classroom.
Man, this narrator sure is fucking annoying.
Alright, so the girl upstairs comes down the stairs and she's like, are you boy downstairs?
Yeah, that's me, and I'm suffering.
Sucks. Well, would you like to walk this home together? She's tapping her foot, waiting like Sonic, dude. You have to answer her, dude. What are you doing?
Open store.
Alright, you know, that's enough of this. This sucks. This is just gay. But you know what? We're nearing our conclusion. We're at 55 minutes. So I think it's time we finish this off with a good old-fashioned fan fiction. I think that should be a returning rule because it's pretty funny. Now, I wonder what this is. Now, God, it got 5 views. I would.
God damn! 5!
Okay. Now, lasagna. I think it would only be fair if you read this beautiful work of art that we've created together as a team. Go ahead and pull that up and just rip her open and read.
This is the classic rip and read right now. So, you see the classic star formation. Oh no! Yes,
dude, say the title and everything. Say the title and everything. They have to know. They have to know what the title is.
My First Dream by Minecraft Monkey. You see the classic star formations, but your favorite has to be the Scorpio, because you do not back down from a challenge. These are the last thoughts before you drift off to sleep.
Oh, yawn.
You see a yellow beauty you've never seen before.
Whoa.
And
go on.
it sounds like Donald Trump. Whoa! Sorry. Then you see a yellow beauty you've never seen before.
Whoa.
Then you see the longtime best friend, Hero Brian.
Hey, bro.
You see them both with their wrinkly, stinky.
Hold on.
Big feet. In the air, just for you and you alone.
Whoa.
You grab your bro's foot first and you're not gay, but you can't resist. You
Yeah.
proceed to lick and suck all the dirt and skin
this,
off his
is rancid. It's gross.
He
Oh.
is moaning in pleasure.
Oh.
Once you finish, you then move onto the yellow beauty, and you
Whoa.
do the same.
Yeah.
They then put their newly clean feet together, and you slide your member between them, thrusting back and forth. You reach your climax. Make the noise.
Oh, whoa.
Come drizzling over his feet and faces. You shoot your eye open in excitement. It was all a wet dream,
Oh.
and you now have the stage to prove it.
Yeah, look at that.
After you wake and image the yellow beauty, once again you decide to please yourself manually.
Come on.
You grab your favorite MLP doll, Apple Cat Doll. You squeeze her tightly as you rub your fist up and down to extract the semen. After that, you hear a knock at your front door. Why, it's your best friend, Herobrine.
Hey, Jewel.
Hey, Jewel! How? Oh, alright, go ahead.
You read it. I can't read.
No, I feel like this is for you.
Hey, Jewel. How are you this morning?
Dude, that sounded good, yeah. He asked with his vacant yet glowing sockets staring into your eyes.
Good.
You say nervously, but he doesn't know that you had him in a wet dream, but you don't want him to find out, 'cause that's gay.
Wow.
It's to be continued? There has to be more.
No, man, there isn't. Me and you, Minecraft Monkey, together have to conclude this story at some point. Most likely for the next episode.
Dude, I gotta say, it's funny. It is pretty funny.
Oh, that was a good time writing that.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, thank you for joining us on the Gamerzone podcast.
Yeah, I gotta say, if for it being the first podcast, I liked it. I had a good time.
Yeah, I hope you sucked your Mountain Dew slushies dry. I hope you completed.
Oh my god, no way!
Talkies, and I hope you enjoyed their Gamer Zone. Thanks for joining us. Bye.